Hello everybody to a new video, and today I'm going to be doing an episode about scripting. I'll go over the basics in detail, and hopefully by the end you'll know how to script properly. Before you start anything, you should head over to your View tab and open up your Explorer and your Properties, and then also your Output. So I have inserted a sphere here, and let's say I wanted this part to fall from being anchored and then being unanchored. Of course, you can't do this on a game manually, so we have to use things called scripts. Now, scripts are very important because they make games work, and without it, you can't develop. So, to make this part move, you want to click your part, and you'll see it's inside your workspace, inside the Explorer. You can insert a script into this part, or into the workspace. Put it into the workspace. You'll realise you'll get this message pop up saying print hello world. What this is a command. Print puts something in the output, and it opens up two brackets with two speech marks representing text. If I click run, you will see hello world appear on this output, and it will say where it came from, and you can click on it to go to the script. For now, I'm going to anchor this part and teach you about how to unanchor this part from a script. So firstly, we can't tell the script. It doesn't understand this and never will. You'll see it's underlined in red, meaning an error. If I hover over it, it will say syntax error, incomplete statement, expected assignment or function call, which means this is incorrect. Syntax is the way we type in scripting and how we should phrase our scripts. So what we put here is generic English text, which a human can understand, but a computer cannot. So, firstly, we have to tell it what the part is. So we can either put workspace, and it will highlight it up in blue, and only write this in lowercase, and this is highlighted in blue because it is a global variable. This means every script in the game can understand this statement and refer to it. You then want to put a dot or a period to say inside the workspace. You then want to reference your part, so it's part's name, and for an example, I'm going to call it burger. And then you'll type in burger here, and you can press enter to auto-complete your statement. So you have referred to your part now, but we still haven't told it about unanchoring this part. So what we want to say is another dot or period, and then anchored. You then want to put an equal sign and say either true or false. This is either a true or false statement, meaning it can only be one or the other, because it can only be anchored or unanchored, not in the middle. So I'm going to put false. And as you can see, this part is currently anchored. If I click run, it will fall. I can add back that print statement. Print, open bracket, two speech marks, and then the part has fallen down. And you'll see this here, the part has fallen down. So that is a very basic function in your game. Let's say you didn't want this part to fall straight away. Now there is another command called wait. You put two brackets, but we're going to put a number in and not text. So do not put any speech marks. we could put any number here, including decimals. So I'm going to put wait 3.5 seconds and then make this part unanchored. You'll see it's running and then it has fallen. That is very useful for making scripts actually work, so they wait for something to be done before doing something. Next, I'm going to tell you about a variable. A variable is a piece of data which holds it in the script and saves that information. So we could say part equals this. Part equals workspace.burger. And then we can refer to it as part.anchored. So it's a shortcut for our scripting. And there you go. That is a variable being used. And it will work exactly the same as before. It will wait 3.5 seconds before dropping. Another property of this part could be transparency. And this takes a number from 0 to 1. If it's above 1, it will always be transparent. So I'm going to put 0.5, so it's semi-transparent. It will do a different thing and make it transparent. You can see through it. Looking at your part's properties, you can see all of them. Cast shadow, which has a checkbox meaning true or false. Reflectance, 0 to 1, meaning a number. Orientation, 3 different numbers, which means a vector, which we'll get onto that in a later video. Position, velocity, and all these other things. Most of those are about vector 3, which once again, we will do in another video. So if I lost you by now, I will summarize what we've done so far. So we have referred to our part inside the... This is inside the Explorer, which we can look at. Our script is inside the workspace. So we could say workspace.burger, because that is our name of our part, .anchored equals false. Anchored is a property of this part, as you can see here. It's a true or false statement, meaning it can be only false or true. And it will do this script straight away, and it will fall. So if you question why your script does this like that, and your part falls straight away, it's because this script is so fast, we cannot see it happening. And that is why we use wait commands to stop scripts breaking and to make them function properly. So I'm going to put wait 1 second, and then it will fall. I'll do that again, just to make it more obvious. Wait 5 seconds. As you can see, the part has fallen. Wait is a command which makes the script wait for something to be done, such as a number or another piece of script. And then it will run this next line of code after. And that is the basics for scripting at the moment. Let's say we put this part inside the burger though. Now we would have to say workspace.burger.thingy yet again. Except we don't. Workspace is another global variable, as I've already said, but script is also another global variable. And script means this script here. A parent is a property of every instance in your game, which means we can say script.parent, which means burger, because the parent of the script is the burger. And then we can say script.parent.anchored equals false. As you can see, this part is still anchored, and it will still fall, and it is inside this burger. We can do that wait command yet again. Wait 3 seconds. Oh, I got an error. And wait 3 seconds and it will work. So anyway, that was the last bit of the video, and in the next video we're going to be covering about variables, functions, and more important things. I'll also be revising about properties of parts and how this actually works if you're still lost. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and you've learned things from it. See you in the next one.